You know how people talk about big life changes like they have to be these massive, dramatic, quit your job and move across the world type of moments? Yeah, it's not usually like that. Most of the time, the biggest shifts come from small, repeatable habits. And today, we are talking about 14 tiny micro habits that can declutter your whole life and literally change the way you live. Welcome back to my channel, my friends, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing that no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. We're gonna break these micro habits into the different areas of our lives that get cluttered, and we're gonna start with physical clutter. 15 minutes of daily cleaning. This isn't about scrubbing your grout or deep cleaning your oven. This is gonna be a quick and consistent reset that stops mess from snowballing. Instead of saying and then talking yourself out of this major, like all day long cleaning session, you knock out 15 minutes and you find that immediately your space, your schedule, your mind feels a whole lot freer, a whole lot lighter without you having to start all over again. Set a timer for 15 minutes and then work in focus bursts. It's short enough to fit into your day no matter how busy you are, but also powerful enough to keep your space manageable and functioning. Over time, you'll notice that you rarely have to do those massive, like overwhelming catch-up cleans because nothing ever gets too far out of control. Make your bed every day. This takes less than 5 minutes, but it is a visual game changer because the bed oftentimes takes up a huge space in the room. Seeing that be cluttered is just like, no. And so making your bed gives an immediate sense of accomplishment. And even if the rest of your day goes sideways, at least there is one corner of the world that is calm and intentional. On the other side of that, it signals to your brain that rest time is over and it's time to be productive. It gets you in that mindset of productivity. Tidy one shelf or drawer each week. When you think about organizing your whole house, it's overwhelming. But when you think about just one drawer or one shelf, that's totally doable. Set a recurring reminder. Maybe that is on Saturday mornings after your 15-minute clean, and choose one small space to sort, declutter, and reset. Over a year, that is 50 spaces that you have completely cleared out without ever having to take on this huge, exhausting project. If this isn't your first time hanging out with me, you have heard me say that tiny actions that we do consistently over a period of time are going to create lasting change much better and much faster than trying to do these big, overwhelming things that burn us out. Never go to bed with a messy kitchen. The kitchen sets the tone for the rest of the home. Going to bed with dishes on the counter and trash piled up and food left on the counter means that you start out tomorrow already behind. Make it a non-negotiable to take out the trash so that your kitchen isn't stinking up, to scrape off all of the food from dishes, make sure that food is put up, and give your counters a wipe down before you go to sleep. In our home, we're kind of type A with the kitchen, and so we don't even go to bed with dishes that are left in the sink at all. Everything gets put into the dishwasher, and oftentimes we will just start the dishwasher so that we start out the day with our kitchen completely clean and don't have anything to do that morning when we wake up except just go and make breakfast and make coffee and all the things that we need to do. This small step is something that turns, ugh, I have to deal with this, to, all right, we have a fresh start in the morning. And trust me, there's almost no better feeling than waking up to a clean kitchen. Like, I'm pretty sure it makes my coffee taste better. Don't wash clothes without folding them. Laundry clutter is sneaky. It starts with a, okay, I will fold that later pile, and somehow it multiplies into a mountain that eats up like an hour or two. So for us, my husband loves washing clothes every single day. Like, he doesn't want to see anything in the hamper, and so he'll wash them. But if we don't immediately fold them, then it will be days and then clothes will just be piling up. One of the rules that we've created for our home that eliminates the laundry from just piling up is that we do not start a load unless we're gonna finish it. Not doing the laundry to completion, completion meaning wash, dry, fold, all of it done, then it creates double work for us later. And then you just have these piles that visually clutter up your home. So keeping this habit prevents laundry from becoming its own category of chaos. Mental clutter habits. Track your expenses regularly. Financial clutter can weigh you down just as much and probably even more so than physical clutter. Not being super clear on where your money is going, how much money you have, all the things to do with finances creates this stress that just lingers in the background. You don't need a complicated spreadsheet or hours of bookkeeping, but you do need something so that you can consistently keep up with what's going on with your financial situation. This can be as simple as downloading an app or writing in a notebook what your spending is each week. Seeing those numbers clearly is going to help you make better decisions. It'll stop leaks and help you feel more in control of your financial life. Keep a running task list on your phone. Random thoughts like, oh, I need to grab a birthday card, or I need light bulbs, or I need to make this phone call, I need to schedule my doctor's appointment. Those can clutter up your mental space if you're trying to hold them all in your head. Instead, pull out your phone. You have it with you all the time, you know you do, and just keep a running list on your phone's like note app or reminders. Anytime you think of something that you need to buy, replace, pick up, do, you can keep it there. I have these running to-do lists for everything, and it just really clears up so much mental space. I have it for YouTube ideas, I have it for work things, I have it for just what do I need to have happen in my day, and it really clears up so much mental space. The kicker with this is that you do have to do it. So it cannot just live on your phone. You actually do have to come back to it and do it, but at least it gets it out of your head so that you know what needs to get accomplished. Delete 5 emails or files every day. Over time, this steady cleanup helps to keep your electronic and digital spaces from getting out of hand. 5 may seem small, and that's the whole point. It's so small that you can't skip it. When you keep your habit small, it really lowers that barrier of entry, and so your brain doesn't build up all of this resistance to doing it. No scroll for the first 30 minutes of your day. I live by the belief that how you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you are someone who is prone to opening up your phone and immediately like looking at the news and scrolling social media and all of this other stuff, you end up letting other people's opinions dictate your mental space before you even brush your teeth. Instead, use that first 30 minutes for something that sets the tone that you actually want to create. Maybe that's journaling, stretching, going for a walk, having a real breakfast. For me, that's immediately doing my morning time with God, where I do my devotion, I read my Bible, I pray, and it just really sets my day up the right way. You will notice that your mind feels calmer and less cluttered all day long. Emotional clutter habits. Wear something that fits and makes you feel your best. We underestimate how much our clothes affect our mood. Wearing something that is too tight, too loose, or just doesn't feel like you sends this subtle signal all day long that you're not at your best. Stop saving clothes for someday and start dressing for the body and the season that you're in right now. You will feel more confident and move more freely and start each day feeling good about yourself. Do the thing that you've been avoiding. Procrastination is emotional clutter in disguise. It's also a bit of mental clutter too. If a task takes 10 minutes, but you have been dodging it for weeks or for months, it's not about the time, it is about the fear or the discomfort that's tied to it. Facing that thing head on frees up mental and emotional bandwidth that you didn't even know you were losing. Once you do it, more often than not, you realize that it wasn't as bad as you imagined. Spiritual clutter habits. Take 5 minutes to pray, meditate, or breathe daily. This does not have to be elaborate. You don't need to have like some big long prayer written out. You don't need to have some long like meditation thing that you need to do. This does not have to be elaborate. Just pause and be still. It's a reset button for your spirit. This is going to help you to release the noise and get back grounded. End your day with gratitude. Before bed, list 3 things that you're thankful for. They can be milestones or just tiny joys that happened in your day. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It calms your spirit and it helps you to release the emotional weight of the day. You go to sleep with your mind feeling lighter, which means that you wake up feeling lighter as well. Set a weekly reset ritual. I want you to pick a few things that you're going to do each week that's going to set your week up for success. I like doing a Sunday reset or refresh, but maybe for you that is Saturday or Monday morning. The goal is to do something that works for you and that sets up the week ahead for success. Maybe it is washing your bedding or planning your meals and going grocery shopping or just looking at your goals from the previous week, how you did on those, what it is that you want to do for the next week. This habit clears the clutter from the week before and mentally prepares you for the week ahead. So there you have it. 14 tiny micro habits that look small on the surface, but when you do them consistently and when you stack them together, they have the power to just completely shift your home, your mind, and your life. Now for your homework, I want you to pick 1 to 2 of these that you are going to try this week, and I want you to let me know in the comments which ones you're starting with. If I didn't already say it, please know that you do not have to implement all 14 of these micro habits like tomorrow. Girl, you should know me by now. We're not overwhelming ourselves. We're setting ourselves up for success, and that means starting with 1 to 2. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, like, what are you doing? I mean, you jump on that. I am rooting you on, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye for now.